Good. How are you?
Doing good. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Do
Can you
you
hear
hear
me?
background noise?
Yes, but it's not bad. Let me see
Okay.
if I can find Christy. I'm inviting Christy to our live. I see her here. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing
Good to
good.
see your face. Let's
It's
see.
you.
There's
Oh
Christy.
my gosh.
There we
Gang's
go.
all
Hello,
here.
Hi.
Hi,
ladies.
Hello.
Hi. You guys
guys.
here?
How are
Do you
you?
need a cough drop, Carly?
I do. I'm starting to lose my voice.
Hey, I'm right
I'm like,
Sorry.
there with you.
how are you? Saw you on that multifamily live the other day. I'm like, I feel like I'm with you.
Hmm.
I'm like trying not to get sick. I'm taking so much zinc, but
Yeah.
it's getting me. So
I'm so sorry.
Carolyn's going to be holding us up today.
Oh
she
my
gets,
gosh. The pressure. The
I know,
pressure.
I know.
How's everybody? Hey,
Good.
ladies.
Doing
Look at all
good.
these people in the
Hello.
chat. Hello.
Look at all these
Yeah,
friends here.
I
Hi
I
know.
guys,
love
thanks for
it.
coming. So I'm waving to everyone right now. So what we're talking about today is, should we introduce ourselves in case
Yeah,
other people may not know the other people? Carolyn, you want to kick us off?
absolutely. So, hello, everyone. I know there's people trickling in, but I'm sure the majority of you are familiar with all of our faces, or at least you should be. You should be following all of us by now. But I'm Carolyn Briley. I am based here in just outside Dallas, Texas. And I have been in real estate for the past 3.5 years, multifamily specifically for the past 2.5 years, and have just really come a long way. I have two beautiful daughters. I'm married. My husband is a rock star in his own right. He's basically like a professional nerd, and I love that for him. Um, but I'm more of like the visionary. I'm the one that's out there like building relationships and talking to people and getting them to see what opportunities are out there. So that's kind of where our relationships blend and how we overlap and work together. But I've been in multifamily for the past 2.5 years. I have personal multifamily in my own portfolio that we've acquired through creative finance. And then I went on to do fund managing opportunities. So I'm a part of two funds, including Opal Equity here. And I've been working on raising capital with all of our lovely investors here. And yeah, that's the, the primary thing I've been focusing on is raising capital, being in great, awesome rooms that I feel like a little fish in, and yeah, getting to partner with two amazing, wonderful, beautiful ladies here. I'll kick it off to Christy.
All right. Excuse my voice. It's that time of the year, you guys. So
It is.
I'm Christy Sherrill, and I've been in the multifamily space for the last 15 years. So I'm an old lady right out of college. I started working for a syndication firm, worked in acquisitions for 5 years there. So I did underwriting, due diligence review, negotiated partnership agreements, and managed large funds there. We worked with institutional level investors, which means we helped like the largest banks and insurance companies, all the big names you know. Those were our investors. They would come into the fund and we would basically roll up a bunch of like tax credit properties. They were multifamily, which for anyone who's new, multifamily is apartments. So these were apartments that were affordable housing specifically with the firm that I was with. So I did that for 5 years. After I got my MBA, I then started working actually with my family business. My father had started a consulting firm for multifamily developers. So I've been working with him now for the last decade, and I still do that. And we basically help them to reduce construction costs and to design multifamily buildings that are more efficient to build and to live in. So that is the majority of my experience over the last 15 years. And then over the last couple of years, I've really kind of dug deep into a lot of these multifamily communities. That's where I met these amazing ladies who are now my partners. And this year we launched Opal Equity, which is our multifamily fund, which we'll tell you a little bit more about later too. And yeah, so that's it from the professional. I'm also married. I've been married for a million years now, 16 and a half years. And we have two crazy boys and living in Southern California. And yeah, I think that that's about it. If Carly, you want to do a quick intro, I'll kick it over to you.
Yeah, it's hard to follow these two pros. So I'm Carly Grunman. I have been in real estate for the past 15 years, but very passively and very active within the last, I don't know, 5 years. So mostly single family stuff. And then wanted to get into multifamily because I'm like, if you're doing it with one door, it's pretty much the same thing if you're doing it with 30 plus doors or more than one door. So I got into that, and then I met these two amazing women, and we formed Opal Equity. I live in Washington. I have a husband who drives boats up here, big ferry boats, and two little girls. And so, yeah, we just started Opal Equity when was it? Last summer, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think maybe May or something.
and we're just wrapping up a fund. So in Dallas, Texas, B class asset I love how Vina calls it the Beverly Hills of Dallas. So for those of you guys that don't know Addison, so I think we might be taking a little bit more if anyone's interested. But it's just wrapping up, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are closing out for the end of the year, basically. So there's just a couple spots left. If anyone's interested, and that's like something that not just this, like I think we're talking about just as an overall goal, like we have so many people at our network that feel like they might be sitting on the sidelines. We were all there at some point of not understanding or like how to navigate getting into real estate, multifamily specifically. And this is a really good opportunity. You see the market shifting, you see all these things happening, and our opportunity is a really great asset to be a part of, really great investment experience. We have so many things planned in the pipeline for this too, which I'm really excited for. We could chat more about that too, but yeah, really excited to go into the new year with this all tied up in a bow, no pun intended. But yeah, I'm excited for what 2025 brings too.
Me too. And I know that we were talking and we're like, what do we want for 2025? And I think something that we founded Opal Equity on is we want to help others come into this space. And if you're like, I don't even know what multifamily means, I didn't know what it meant until Christy was like, oh, it's apartments. Or if you've been interested in it, I think that's one of our biggest goals is to bring others up with us and educate along the way. Anybody can invest in a fund. And you don't have to invest in a fund either. I think our big plans for 2025 include a lot of education and just like the basics to help people get started, and kind of help you guys, if anybody is interested, earn while you learn maybe, or just learn. So,
Yeah. One of the things I love that we've talked a lot about doing is, or that I've seen, like, so after over the last couple of years, it's been really tough because in the multifamily market in general, it has been crickets. Like if you guys have been trying to pursue multifamily deals, it's been really hard to find one because of a lot of different factors, but one of which is financing, and where prices were. So all of the sellers, they're trying to sell these properties that like they're not worth that anymore. And that's what this market has been for the last couple of years. And even if the price did make sense or it was close to making sense, you couldn't get financing that would make it work because it would sink the deal, right? You have these crazy interest rates that these projects don't cash flow enough to be able to support. So what's been amazing is like the opportunity that we came across. It's a 2.59% fixed interest rate that we were able to take over. So, I mean, right day
wild.
one coming into this
Yeah,
deal,
we
it's
hear
like
that.
it's cash flowing. We have distributions that'll be going out Q1, you know, and that's a very hard thing to find in this market. And
It
one of the reasons that
is.
we're able to find opportunities like this too is because we're plugged in to a lot of networks. And this is multifamily more than any other. I mean, real estate in general is a relationship game. Multifamily, though, is like 1,000% a relationship team game. And it's also a bit of a funny sector in that a lot of people want to keep you out. Like there are gates up everywhere. There's a lot of players in this industry where there is big money. Like they're keeping the cards close to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So to be plugged in with people who are open and who are trying to help and share and to give the information and to help others get in, like you need those other people to stand with you to be able to get in. Because even if, let's say, like you're like, hey, I've got like $2 million cash sitting here. I want to go out and I just want to buy something, right? Even if you did that and you had the right offer, if you have zero experience, it's very hard to get an asset under contract, which is insane, right? You should think like, oh, if I've got the money and if I have the best price, like I should get this, right? It's not true in multifamily just because of the way, because it is, these are huge transactions. The brokers and the people who are involved in these transactions look for a track record and they look for
Yeah.
those relationships that you have, the people around you, that you can close that deal and that you'll be able to manage that asset. Like even the banks, the lenders, everyone who's involved, like they're extremely picky about who puts their hands on these, right? So for us, it's important. Like we recognize that the relationships that we've built, you know, like Carolyn was talking about, like I've built like relationships. I'm this big visionary and all of this groundwork of years of doing this and being in this industry is something that not most people have access to. So for us, that was really important with Opal Equity is like, how do we open the doors? Like, how do we help more people? Because like, I don't care about going to the top if like the people I care about aren't with me, right? And I want to bring others up. Like if I don't care about myself succeeding as much as like I want to see the people around me succeed.
Yeah.
And that's really like where like the three of us came together because we all share that like value in that heart. And we show up as like leaders and educators in various communities. And that was why we did Opal Equity. And that's why we put together this fund and that we're trying to choose and cherry pick the right opportunities that are good investments, solid fundamentals with good operators that you can start with and then learn and figure out, get your foot in the door. And then once you're ready, you know, maybe through the life of this investment, it's like you're like, hey, I'm going to get started as a passive investor. Because it's way easier as a passive investor to learn than it is to try to actively get involved. People spend years trying to like get actively into a deal. The easiest way to get in is to passively invest. So you put in your investment and then you build a relationship. You know, you build relationships with the fund managers, which in this case, if you were investing with us, would be us. We're helping you, educating you, sharing other opportunities, inviting you, you know, handshakes to other relationships that you need. So it's a really great gateway too to try to help bring people in over this next couple of years when the market's finally going to open up, so that when those opportunities you come across them, you then have these relationships and this network around you and support to be able to go out there and actually get that deal, right? So that's one of the goals. If you want to be active, if you want to just be passive and get mailbox money, I mean, hey, that's cool too. But
Work smarter, not harder.
totally.
Exactly. I
So
love that point. I think that was one of the most, like, the primary reasons why, when I specifically started in multifamily, I started out like active, like the active role, like the GP, the
Mhm.
general partner. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is great. Like proof of concept, right? And then I'm like, but wait, right? How do I bridge that gap? Because I'm like, we're still working on building that up from our real estate experience, right? But like,
Mhm.
how can I also put myself closer to those people who are already there, who are already maybe have the capital, have the um, high income W-2, you know, they're high W-2 earners. They just don't have the time and energy. And I do. I have the experience. I have the knowledge. I have the lead gen and all of these things, the relationship aspect, what Chrissy was speaking about. It's like, okay, I saw an opportunity not only for myself, but for the direct people in my network. And I think both of you can speak to that as well. Of we see so many people who are like towing the line of wanting to get involved where they're just not sure, they don't have enough information. And believe me, it's so much information. But that's why we're here to bridge that gap for you. And that's why I was so intrigued and motivated to be a part of fund managing. Is I get to help these people. We get to help these people kind of bridge that gap for themselves, and it's proof of concept. We get to move down the line, and it builds all of our credibility, it builds all of our resumes, right? And we get to grow further and further together. What's the saying? If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. Right?
Yep. So true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just think it's a really beautiful way that not only like this business has a really, it can work both ways. It can be very like, let's say, devious and like shut people out and gatekeep and not very welcoming at all. Or where you have us, where it has brought so much synergy and so much like not just in business but in life. And like we are great friends. Like I am so honored to be partnering with these amazing women. Just know their lives, not just from a business standpoint, but so much deeper than that. And that's what we want to our investors to inherit. That, you know, keep that relationship going, keep the ball going and growing, because we have so many opportunities on the horizon that we may not know exactly what they are, but we know we have good stuff in the pipeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
And you guys let us know like what you're interested in learning. Like put it in the chat. DM one of us, DM all of us. Let us know, because 2025 for us is all about education, building a strong foundation, and like Carolyn said, bringing everybody up with us. So we want to our the foundation of what we started is in education and like bringing people up. So let us know what you're interested in learning about. Each one of us have different things. Like Christy is really, really good with systems and time management, and time freedom is the gateway to financial freedom. And she's actually going to be on my podcast this Friday. So shameless plug for that. And we're going to get Carolyn on soon too, as soon as I can get a date out of her. But so let us know what you're interested in. Carolyn's really great at the capital raising, the fund managing. Christy's really great at time management, systems. She's got 15 years. She's got the most multifamily experience between the two of us. And so, yeah, Donatus is like, I want to know how to underwrite. What's the deal? That's like, give us all the feedback, you guys. Let us know. Jerry wants to know about the nuts and bolts of multifamily, learn everything. So we're going to start something with that. So let us know what you're interested in. Do you want to learn like the basics? Do you want to learn the jargon? Do you want to invest with us? Like, what would be perfect for you guys? Because we're going to build it around you guys and hopefully help you guys earn a bunch of money with us. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I would say I don't think we have anything formal set up for people yet who are looking
Not yet.
just to learn, but we could, if you guys go over to the opalfund.com, and Opal is OPAL, that's our website. We do have like if you click learn more, there's an interest form. So if you just fill that out, you'll come into our system and you'll be in our Opal Equity ecosystem. And from there, you guys will then get on our emails. So as we're developing some of this education, like the first priority is going to go obviously like to our investors right now. We're doing special things with them to help educate them and setting up like on-site visits for this asset that we have. But in 2025, the goal is to really sort of open up a little bit of it, like a community to learn together. So we'll definitely be communicating our plans through that. And then if you are an investor or someone who's actually interested in learning about what these multifamily assets are and the opportunities as they come available, when you're on the opalfund.com, you can click invest now and just get into our portal. So that's a third party secure place where you just set up an account and then you can view the deals that are available. So you don't have to be, you're not committing by signing up, but you are just putting your name in there so that you get first access. Because that's where, as soon as we have something or there's something new or there's more spots open up for something, the people that are in that portal are going to get first access.
Yeah.
Couch is actually saying, do you accept 506B? So 506B, for people who aren't familiar with that, there's the two most common ways to raise capital is one, you're either an accredited investor, it's a 506C, as in Charlie. And so you need to be an accredited investor, which means that you either have $1 million of net worth, excluding your home, or you have over 200,000 of income for the previous 2 years, and you expect that going forward. Or if you're joint income, then it's 300,000. A 506B is what's sometimes called like a friends and family. So for that, you don't have to be accredited, but you do need to be a sophisticated investor so you understand what you're investing in. And the biggest thing is you have to have a pre-existing substantial relationship with the person you're investing with. So that would be one of us that you see. So if you don't have a relationship with one of us, then I would recommend that you get onto our list, set up a call. Let's book a call and start building that relationship. Right now, we don't have a 506B opportunity, but it's definitely something we're exploring for 2025 because we know that there are so many amazing people that want to be in multifamily and they want good deals, right? Sometimes that's harder to find with 506B because you're not allowed to advertise them, right? So get onto our list. We want to give you guys access when those come out. And then we want a good idea if there's enough people that are qualified for 506B, and we know like how much capital you're looking to deploy, what kind of deals, what kind of return, then we know what kind of opportunities we as Opal Equity might be able to be pursuing in 2025 to open that up for you. So hopefully that answers the question for you there, Cash. But currently, like our current opportunity is a 506C. So that's only for accredited investors.
Yep. And if you guys are interested, maybe investing down the line, want to learn more about what we're doing for education, go to the opalfund.com. What is it? Is it under about? What is it under? I think it's just book a call. I think it's just, and you guys can get in our system and we can book a call with you guys.
Yeah.
So
it's a great way for you guys, like especially if you have some kind of serious interest and you're really wanting some more information, just kind of more connection time with us. Would love to chat with you, would love to book with you. And yeah, like we said, we're going to have some really fun things, fun educational, lots of value coming out, but we really want to get feedback and how we can best serve you, how we can bring the most value to you, especially heading into this new year yet again, and lots of new opportunities coming up. So we want to harness that as best as possible for us and for you. So yes, please give us all the feedback and insight and how we can help you.
Yes. And let us know if you guys want to do in-person events. I know we're doing something with our current investors where we're walking the property in Texas right now. So maybe we can, if you guys are interested in doing some in-person events, maybe we can show you some assets that we've invested in. You can see what the potential is. Where do we find this info? Victoria wants to know. So if you guys are just joining, go to the opalfund.com and sign up on our list and we will get you guys some information. So I really want to do in-person events. I think there's nothing like the energy of meeting people in real life and like feeling the energy and like getting to know people and like actually being there. So let us know if that's something you're interested in. So I'm always down for an in-person event. But
yes,
yeah, absolutely.
I love the in-person thing, and something kind of tied into that, what we all introduce ourselves, right? And I think this may help some people out there, whether they listen to it now or later, is that we live in 3 very different states.
do.
I'm in Texas, Christy's in California, California and Carly's in Washington. Like, and we're working together, and we are closing a awesome multifamily, which is right down the road from me. I can drive
Yeah.
to it. I have hands on it. I've been there multiple times. Super cool.
And
But
it's so pretty. It's on a
it's
golf
so
course,
pretty.
Oh my
country
gosh.
club.
So
You got
pretty.
like
It
this
is.
thing's
So
a gem.
pretty.
It's
Go
And
to
like,
the
can I just get like a
Opal Fund
little,
to see
yeah,
it.
you can
can
see
I
it
just get like a
on our
little
website.
one bedroom here and have like an office situation? Like, it'd be cool. So anyway, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is we formed our team. We're all virtual. Things can be done. Like, you don't have to live in Texas or be 20 minutes down the road like me. That's just
Yeah.
a perk for me. But like, these things can be done, and with the
Mhm.
right resources, the right relationships, meeting us, we could take it to the next level. So I just thought that was a cool little
Yeah.
point, that don't let being out of state, or I don't know, it's too far away, stop you from chasing your goals and your dreams.
Yes. Yeah, we love
1000%.
Victoria. We love North Carolina. Would love to get an asset there. It is insanely competitive there.
It is.
I underwrote probably 70 deals in 2023 in North Carolina. I was like trying so hard to get a foot in there. It's just insane, the competition there. So we're looking for the right opportunity, and making sure that getting an asset there, that the price makes sense too, because we also want to make sure that we're delivering the right returns to our investors, right? So I don't want to get something and overpay, and not be able to deliver those returns. So that's the line we're walking. But
Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Victoria is a realtor in North Carolina,
Awesome.
and she's really wanting to get into multifamily. So she's boots on the ground there for us. So Victoria, we might check you in to be some boots on the ground for us. But I know we have a
Love it.
hard stop soon. But
Yeah,
thanks, guys, for coming. This was so fun.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know if you guys go to the opalfund.com if you guys want to see the asset that we're doing right now. And like the things that you could potentially be doing with us. I think the fund is going to wrap up really soon. So if you're an accredited investor and you want to like get in last minute, come with us and hang out with us in the asset, definitely do that. But if you're not ready yet, still sign up on the Opal Fund to get on our email list, because we are going to be doing a lot of education stuff, email stuff, and live person events, virtual events, and we want to teach you guys and bring you up with us. So
I love
thanks,
it.
Yeah.
guys.
And I just want to add one quick thing to what Carly said. If you're really interested in multifamily, the best thing you can be doing is signing up for something like our list, because you can, once you're on there or you go over and you go into our portal and you're looking at these deals, like you don't have to, even if you're not accredited yet, if you're looking at them, you'll start to understand because you start to see the terminology. Watch the webinar, it's like, look through the OM, which is the offering memorandum. It's the investment summary. So you start to get familiar with the terms. You start to see like what a deal looks like, what a pitch deck, and all of those are really great so that when the right opportunity comes or you're ready in the future, like it's not the first time you're looking at a deal, right? So Opal Fund, spell that, opalfund.com. Is that what you're asking, Victoria? It's OPALFUND.
The Opal
The
Fund, right?
opalfund.com. Yeah.
I
Opal Fund.
just put it in there. So theopalfund.com. And if you guys need, it's theopalfund.com. And each one of us are going to hang up from this and put the link on our stories so you guys can just click right to it. You don't have to worry about spelling. So, yes.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for being here,
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you.
We are so grateful for you guys.
We'll be up on live again shortly. I'd say at least twice a month we should be doing lives on here.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
least. I know holiday season is busy, but we want to provide more content and access and connection with all of you. So we can't wait to see you, and thank you guys so much for being a part of this
Yeah.
and chatting with us.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Have a good day.
Hey, wait, let's take a selfie. Let's take a cover photo.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know.
Still.
Who's going to take it? I'll take it.
No,
There we go.
We'll just like
I took it.
stay still. Okay.
Good call, Carolyn.